Hey everyone, the numbers don't lie, and neither do the desperate reactions from the Fed and the Democrats. You're about to see just how far they'll go to downplay Trump's roaring economy.
The Panicans got it wrong again.
Up 3%, up 3%, better than expected. That would be the highest level since the third quarter of 24 when it was up 3.1%. On the consumption side, up 1.4, very close to estimates. Up 1.4 would be the best since the last quarter of 24.
The economy is roaring, and we're a golden ticket away from the golden age. But the guy with the tickets is holding us hostage. 3%, way better than expected. Too late, must now lower the rate. 47 says too late. Jerome's costing the country a fortune.
Each point that this gentleman keeps up costs us $365 billion a year. Think of that. 1 point, $365 billion. If you bring it down a point, we save 365. I call him too late. You know, he's always too late. Even if he does it today, probably won't. For what reason? Nobody knows.
So what did the Fed chair do? Nothing.
In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged.
Did this guy get hit in the head renovating the Fed? 3% growth, low unemployment, business investment booming, and inflation's only at 2.1%. 2.1. And unlike Bidenomics, wages are growing faster than inflation. And also unlike Bidenomics, we're creating jobs for Americans, not illegals. Americans have gained 2 million jobs, and illegals have lost 500,000. And what do you know? The fruit's not dying on the vine. So, what's Powell's excuse this time? He cut 3 times last year for Biden-Harris, and their inflation rate was higher than Trump's. It's got to be personal, because he cut when he was told to by Pocahontas.
He said he waited too long. And the best way you can show that you waited too long and that you get it and that you are becoming more responsive to where we are on interest rates is actually go ahead and do a nice big rate cut.
Today at the rate meeting, there was a mutiny. 2 governors who want to cut voted against Jerome. That hasn't happened since 1993. Clinton hadn't even met Lewinsky yet.
And it does show how Fed Chair Powell, he's not just facing pressure from the White House to cut interest rates, he's also facing pressure from some of his colleagues inside this building.
Chuck Schumer, who doesn't even know how to grill a burger, is accusing Trump of putting out fake numbers.
While the Trump administration will try to wave rosy headlines about the Q2 number, today's GDP number is in fact a mirage.
A mirage is when you see things that aren't there, like Joe Biden in the White House. The entire Democrat Party is a mirage. You take away USAID, illegals, and mail-in ballots, and there's no there there. Even CNBC panicans are mocking Chuck and Pocahontas.
Senator Elizabeth Warren will come on and say inflation's out of control and the economy is getting killed by what's happening by these tariffs. This 3% with the market at new highs, and really we haven't seen inflation, but none of these things, none of these horrible things have happened, but they still talk like it's happening. It's amazing.
There's an important lesson there. Don't pick a congressman to be your money manager. The Democrats, of course, as you pointed out, really don't want to see the current administration have some success. But there's no doubt that this is some success.
Don't pick a congressman to be your money manager, except Pelosi. More on her later. The mainstream media is admitting that Trump is winning. Numbers don't lie, and the deals keep coming. We have just concluded a deal with the country of Pakistan, whereby Pakistan and the United States will work together on developing their massive oil reserves. We're going to drill, baby drill in Pakistan after they harbored bin Laden, or as Obama says, Pakistan. And Trump says he just got a deal with South Korea, 15% tariff rate. They buy our energy and invest here in America, and they open up their whole market. POTUS is bringing the doubters on notice.
Critics said that our tariffs would hurt the economy, but the data shows the exact opposite, and the exact opposite is happening. Foreign imports were down 30% in the second quarter, while the domestic auto production surged by a stunning 36%. How about that number, Dr. Oz, right? That's good.
Okay, hang on, guys. Before we go on, I want to show you the rest of this clip. But before we keep going, if you're sick of the media gaslighting us about the economy, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up like button right now. It helps this video reach more patriots who need to hear the truth. Now, let's talk about what you just saw before we watch the rest of this clip. We've got 3% GDP growth. Unemployment is low. Wages are rising faster than inflation. And Jerome Powell is just standing there like a deer in headlights. Why? Because the better Trump looks, guys, the more desperate they get to hold him back. The Fed cut rates for Biden when inflation was sky high, but now that the economy's roaring under Trump's legacy, they just sit on their hands. It's political. Plain and simple, guys. This is political. Want to roll the next part of the clip, guys. Trust me, it gets crazier.
All the good news is making Democrats blow a fuse. Their attacks are falling flat, so they're turning on each other like the Real Housewives.
The Democratic Party needs a wake-up call. It's time for Democrats to have a backbone. It's time for us to fight. It's time for us to draw lines. Don't question my integrity. Don't question my motives. I'm standing for Jersey. I am standing for my police officers. I'm standing for the Constitution, and I'm standing for what's right. And dear God, if you want to come at me that way, you're going to have to take it up with me.
Rules for men: control your emotions. You never see Trump lose his cool, even when they arrested him and put him on trial. The great Paul Moreau quoted Ernest Hemingway on the Five and said, "Don't confuse movement with action." Democrat Dan Turrentine, rhymes with wine, agrees.
You have Booker, who keeps giving angry speeches, right? He doesn't do anything. He doesn't offer anything. He just screams fight. So he's the hysteria caucus right now.
Democrats were texting reporters during Spartacus's screed that they were rhymes with hissed. They were calling him a theater kid, and an attention rhymes with door.
There's a way to change a bill, and then there's a way to get in the opening segment of Morning Joe and on the front page of the New York Times. And Cory chose the latter rather than the former.
Okay, guys, real quick. If you're new here and want more bold conservative truth like this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, guys. Join the community, join the fight. I post every week, and we don't pull punches here. Now, look at the meltdown we're witnessing. Schumer's calling solid economic numbers a mirage. Warren's pretending inflation is still sky high. Cory Booker is screaming like a theater kid who didn't get the lead in the school play. Guys, they don't have facts. They don't have strength. So they scream, they deflect, they get emotional. Let's finish the clip, guys, and then I've got some thoughts that you're going to want to hear.
Cory's my senator, and all he does is yell at me. If that's all it takes, then we might as well elect Jessica Tarlov. Just like Mayor Pete's beard, this isn't working. With guys like Booker, Beto, and Buttigieg getting in cat fights with Amy Klobuchar, no wonder Democrats feel like they don't have any men in their party. According to a new survey, they can't name a single Democrat more masculine than Barack Obama. Barry, who crosses his legs and is glad he never had a son. That Barry, who said boys should stop playing sports and take their gay friend to the theater. That Barry. So Democrats are forced to role play. Swalwell's hitting the weights, and now he's calling out Gutfeld. Quote, "Here's a deal for Gutfeld. The deal, if tough guy benches more than me for 10 reps, I'll leave Congress. If not, he leaves Fox News. I'll give Greg 48 hours to accept, and then I'm calling him Gutlessfeld." Gutfeld's an old man, Congressman. Take it easy on him. Democrats are like little orphan Annies. Their father got cooed and disappeared into Delaware, and now their mom left home. Kamala just made a big announcement. Quote, "After deep reflection, I've decided that I will not run for governor in this election. For now, my leadership and public service will not be in elected office." Hunter Biden, when reached for comment, told us, that's interesting. Kamala's not running because she was going to lose. Donors weren't giving. And she was going to have to run a tough primary. So to save face, she's going to sit on her keister in California and nag Doug. Since mommy and daddy are out of the picture, Democrats are going to have to grow up the hard way. Screaming, singing, and dancing won't make you into a man. First, they should try crushing deals and drives.
Did you get to see my drive in the first hole?
You hit it straight pretty high.
I did. Pretty long. Pretty long. That's no Joe Biden, let me tell you. That's not Biden, right? That was a good drive.
Okay, guys, let's lay it all out here. Wages are up. The economy is roaring. Business investment is up. GDP is beating expectations. Unlike Bidenomics, we're actually creating jobs for Americans, not handing out jobs to illegal immigrants while our citizens suffer. So, why won't the Fed cut rates? Why is Jerome Powell dragging his feet while everyday Americans pay the price? It's not about the data, guys. It's not about inflation. You got to understand 100%, this is politics. They can't let Trump win without a fight. And they sure can't admit that his policies work. So they play defense with interest rates while pretending everything's under control. And the Democrats, guys, they're spiraling. Kamala Harris won't run. Cory Booker's yelling into the void. Elizabeth Warren is stuck in 2021 talking points. And Schumer has the nerve to call Trump's success a mirage. The only mirage was Biden's presidency. I love it when Jesse Watters said that. It only exists thanks to ballots, bribes, and media cover. Meanwhile, Trump's making real deals, opening markets in South Korea, unlocking oil reserves in Pakistan, growing jobs at home. That's leadership. That's what we call winning. The left can't even name one masculine leader in their entire party. They're challenging Gutfeld to weightlifting contests while Trump is out here playing 4D chess with global economies. Guys, this isn't just embarrassing. Honestly, it's dangerous. We're watching the collapse of a party that's out of ideas, that are out of strength, that are out of time. And if we don't speak the truth boldly, they'll keep lying to the American people until they don't even know what reality looks like. Guys, if you're fired up, let me know. Drop a comment down below, guys. I'll read every single one. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. If you want to help me keep exposing the lies and bringing the truth, consider becoming a channel member, guys. This is the fight. I'm not backing down. Neither should you.